Welcome to our English speaking skills practice session. In this video, you will improve your English by using the shadowing technique. Here's what to do. Listen. Pay close attention to the conversation. Repeat. As soon as you hear a phrase, repeat it out loud. Practice. Keep practicing along with the video to improve your fluency and confidence. Let's get started and enjoy your practice session. I can't believe this. Mike, have you seen my keys? I swear I had them when I left the house. The third time this week, Tom. Where did you last remember having them? I had them when I locked my apartment door. Then I went to the grocery shop and then... Oh no, I must have left them at the cafe. The cafe we went to this morning. You were pretty distracted on that call. Yeah, I was talking to my boss about that project. But I can't keep losing things like this. It's driving me nuts. Maybe you need one of those key finder gadgets. Attach it to your keys and use your phone to track them. I think I need one for everything I own. My keys, my phone, my mind. Well, I can't help you with the last one, but seriously, retrace your steps. Did you buy anything at the shop? Yeah, I bought some apples and milk. Oh, and I chatted with Mr. Henderson at the checkout. Did you put your keys down while talking to him? You know how he loves a good story. Maybe he was telling me about his cat's new diet. I might have put them on the counter. But I checked my pockets before I left the shop. And you didn't hear any jingling? No, but I was carrying so many bags. They could have slipped out. Or maybe they're in one of the grocery bags. Let's go through your bags then. Start with the apples and milk. Here are the apples and the milk. Found them. They were at the bottom under the apples. Classic Tom. Always hiding things in plain sight. Thanks, Mike. I don't know what I'd do without you. Probably be locked out of your apartment permanently. Probably. Hey, how about I buy you lunch as a thank you? Tempting. But only if you promise to keep track of your wallet this time. Deal. Now, let's get out of here before I lose something else. I'll hold you to that. Let's go before the universe throws another curveball our way. Thanks for being my lifesaver, Mike. Onward to lunch and hopefully a less chaotic day. With you, Tom, every day is an adventure. Let's make it a good one. Ben, Did you see the news this morning? News? You know me, Alex. If it's not about hiking trails or fishing spots, I probably missed it. What's going on? You won't believe it. They finally confirmed the existence of a second Earth-like planet in a nearby star system. Really? That's pretty cool. So, when do we move? Not anytime soon. It's about 10 light years away. But the fact that it has similar conditions to Earth is mind-blowing. They're calling it Earth 2.0. Earth 2.0, huh? What does that mean for us? It opens up so many possibilities. Imagine finding signs of life or even future human colonization. The tech they used to discover it is cutting edge too, using next-gen telescopes and AI. You and your tech stuff. But hey, if we find aliens, maybe they'll have better hiking spots. That's the spirit. Speaking of hiking, did you hear about the new national park opening up next month? A new national park? Now that's news I can get behind. Where is it? It's in the Rockies. They're calling it Green Ridge National Park, supposed to have some of the most pristine landscapes and diverse wildlife in the country. That sounds amazing. We have to plan a trip. Think of the trails and the views. Absolutely. But back to the space stuff for a sec. Imagine if we could actually visit Earth 2.0 one day. Would you go? Depends. Are there good fishing spots? With your luck, you'd be the first to find alien fish. But seriously, think of the adventure. A whole new world to explore. It does sound like an epic adventure. Maybe one day. But for now, I'll stick to exploring this Earth. So, when are we hitting Green Ridge? How about next month? Give us time to prepare and get the best gear. Perfect. I'll start planning our route. And who knows, maybe by the time we're back, there'll be more news about Earth 2.0. Sounds like a plan. Here's to new adventures on this planet and beyond. Cheers to that, and next time, maybe I'll actually catch the news first. David, you won't believe the shopping trip I've planned for us today. Shopping trip? You know I'm not big on fashion, Chris. What's the plan? Trust me, this will be fun. We're hitting up the new fashion district in the city. It's not just about clothes, it's an experience. An experience, huh? What makes it so special? For starters, they've got these pop-up shops from designers all over the world. And there's this one shop where you can design your own trainers. How cool is that? Designing my own trainers? Okay, you've got my attention. But you know I'm not the best at picking out clothes. That's why I'm here. I'll help you find stuff that suits your style. Plus, there's this vintage shop I've been dying to check out. They've got some amazing pieces from the 70s and 80s. All right, I'm in. But if I end up looking like a disco ball, it's on you. Deal. And don't worry, I'll make sure you look great. Oh, and there's this cafe in the district that's supposed to have the best pastries. We can take a break there. Now you're speaking my language. Pastries and coffee. I'm sold. So, what's first on the agenda? First, we hit the pop-up shops. There's one by this Japanese designer who makes these incredible jackets. Then we head to the trainer shop to unleash our inner designers. Inner designers? More like my inner confused guy. But hey, I'll give it a shot. What's next? After that, we check out the vintage shop. You'll be surprised what gems you can find. And finally, we wrap up with some coffee and pastries. Sound good? Sounds like a plan. I'm ready for this adventure. But if I end up spending all of my money, I'm blaming you. You won't regret it. Plus, think of all the compliments you'll get in your new threads. All right, let's do this. Lead the way, fashion guru. Hey, Tom, guess what? You're finally going to meet my sister this weekend. Your sister? I didn't even know you had a sister, Mark. You've been holding out on me. Yeah, I guess I don't talk about her much. Her name's Lisa. She's been away for a while, travelling and working overseas. But she's back in town, and we're having a small get-together at my place. Sounds interesting. So, what's Lisa like? She's great. Super smart, really adventurous. She's been to more countries than I can count. And she's got a wicked sense of humour. I think you two will get along. Adventurous and a sense of humour? I'm intrigued. What kind of adventures are we talking about? All kinds. She's hiked the Inca Trail, backpacked through Southeast Asia, and even spent a few months working on a vineyard in Italy. She's got stories for days. Wow, she sounds amazing. So, what's the plan for the get together? We're keeping it simple. Just a barbecue at my place. A few friends, some good food, and lots of catching up. I figured it would be a good way for everyone to get to know her. Sounds perfect. I'm looking forward to it. Any tips on what not to say or do? Don't want to make a bad first impression. Just be yourself, man. She's pretty laid back. Although maybe avoid any debates about travel. She's got some strong opinions. Got it. No travel debates. I think I can handle that. So, what time should I come over? Around 5 p.m. should be good. Gives us plenty of time to eat and chat. Oh, and one more thing. She's a bit of a foodie, so prepare for some gourmet grilling. Gourmet grilling, huh? I'll make sure to bring my A game. Maybe I'll whip up a batch of my famous chili. Yes, she'll love that. Just don't make it too spicy. She's tough, but she's not invincible. Noted. I'll tone it down a bit. This is going to be fun, Mark. Thanks for inviting me. Of course, Tom. I've been wanting you to meet Lisa for ages. You two are my favourite people, after all. Ah, you're making me blush. I'll see you at 5 then. Can't wait to hear some of those travel stories. Michael, guess what? I've managed to snag tickets to the art auction happening in the city this weekend. An art auction? That sounds intriguing. What made you interested in going? Oh, you wouldn't believe the pieces they have up for bidding. From classic paintings to contemporary sculptures. It's a treasure trove for art lovers like us. That does sound fascinating. But aren't auctions just for the elite? I'm not sure if I'd fit in. Nonsense. Anyone can attend. It's not just about buying art. It's about appreciating it. Plus, it's a great way to learn about different artists and art movements. I guess I could learn a thing or two. So, how does it work exactly? Do we need paddle numbers or something? Yup, you register for a paddle number when you arrive. That's how you bid on the items you're interested in. But don't worry, we can start by just observing and getting a feel for the atmosphere. What kind of pieces are you hoping to see? Well, I've heard they have a few Picasso sketches up for auction, and there's this contemporary artist I've been following. His work is so unique. I'm really hoping to see one of his pieces in person. Picasso and contemporary art. You've got high standards, my friend. I'll have to step up my art game. No pressure, Michael. It's all about enjoying the experience. Who knows? You might find something you love that surprises you. True. I've always had a soft spot for Renaissance art. Maybe I'll find a hidden gem from that era. That's the spirit, and who knows, if something catches your eye, you might end up bidding on it. Bid on art? That sounds like a dangerous game. It can be, but it's also exhilarating. Just imagine the rush of winning a bid and taking home a piece of history. I suppose it would be a unique experience. All right, count me in. Let's see what this auction has to offer. Hey, Sam, check out these new shoes I just got. New shoes, huh? Let's see them. Ta-da! What do you think? They're the latest style from that high-end brand everyone's talking about. They look sharp, Jack. Definitely stylish. But aren't those the ones with the crazy price tag? Yeah, but you know me. I can't resist a good pair of shoes, especially when they're this sleek. I'll never understand your obsession with shoes, Jack. I mean, they're just shoes, right? Just shoes. Sam, you're breaking my heart. Shoes are more than just footwear. They're an expression of style and personality. All right, all right. No need to get defensive. I just prefer practicality over style, you know? Fair enough. But admit it, these shoes would look killer with your new suit. Well, when you put it that way, maybe I should invest in a good pair of shoes. But not ones that break the bank like yours. I'll keep that in mind. So, what kind of shoes are you thinking of getting? Something versatile, I guess. Maybe a pair of classic loafers or stylish trainers that I can wear with anything. Good choice. You can't go wrong with classics. I can help you pick out a pair if you want. We'll find something that suits your style without emptying your wallet. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll become a shoe enthusiast like you one day. One can only hope. But until then, let's go find you some killer trainers. Lead the way, fashion guru. I'm ready to up my shoe game. Hey, Mike, can I pick your brain about something work related? Sure thing, Tom. What's on your mind? Well, you know how I've been working on that project for the past few months. It's been going okay, but lately I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I just can't seem to make any progress. Ah, hitting a plateau happens to the best of us. What specifically is causing you trouble? It's mostly the creative aspect. I feel like I've exhausted all my ideas and I'm not sure how to inject some fresh energy into the project. I see. Have you tried taking a step back and looking at the project from a different angle? Sometimes a change in perspective can spark new ideas. That's a good point. Maybe I've been too focused on the details and lost sight of the bigger picture. Exactly. And don't be afraid to seek inspiration from other sources. Look at what similar projects or industries are doing. You might find some ideas you can adapt or build upon. That makes sense. I'll definitely do some research and see if I can find any inspiration outside of my usual sources. And don't forget to leverage your network. Reach out to colleagues or mentors who have experience in this area. They might offer valuable insights or advice that could help you break through the wall. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate the advice. I've been feeling a bit lost lately, but talking to you has given me some clarity on how to move forward. Anytime, Tom. We've all been there at some point in our careers. The important thing is to keep pushing forward and not let setbacks hold you back. I won't. I'll take your advice to heart and tackle this project head on. Who knows, maybe I'll come out the other side with something even better than I imagined. That's the spirit. And if you ever need someone to bounce ideas off or vent to, you know where to find me. Thanks, Mike. I'll definitely take you up on that offer. Now, let's get back to work and show this project who's boss. Cheers to that, Tom. We've got this. Hey, Matt. I've got the perfect idea for this weekend. We should go on a road trip. A road trip? Where to, Jake? You know I'm not big on last-minute plans. Trust me, you'll love it. We'll head up to the mountains to do some hiking, maybe even camp out under the stars. I don't know, Jake. The mountains can be pretty unpredictable this time of year. What if we get caught in bad weather? Don't worry, I've checked the forecast. It's going to be clear skies all weekend. Plus think of the adventure. Just you, me, and the great outdoors. I have to admit, it does sound tempting. But what about work? And all the stuff we have to do around the house? Forget about work and chores for a weekend, Matt. Think of it as a mini holiday, a chance to recharge and escape the daily grind. I suppose a break from routine wouldn't hurt. But what about food and accommodation? We can't just wing it, can we? That's the best part. We'll pack some snacks and camping gear, and we can rough it out in nature. It'll be like old times, just the two of us against the wilderness. Old times, huh? You mean the time we got lost in the woods for hours and had to be rescued by park rangers? Okay, maybe not exactly like old times, but this time I promise we'll stick to the trails and bring a map. All right, I'm in, but on one condition. No getting lost this time. Deal. I'll make sure we stay on track. So, what do you say? Ready for an epic weekend adventure? Ready as I'll ever be, Jake. Let's make some memories. Hey, Ben, guess what? It's party time this weekend. Party time? What's the occasion, Alex? No occasion needed, my friend. Just a good old-fashioned party to celebrate life. You never need an excuse to throw a party, do you? So, where's it happening? At my place, of course. I've got the music lined up, drinks stocked, and even some party games planned. It's going to be epic. Sounds like you've got it all sorted out. But are you sure you're ready to handle the clean-up afterwards? That's a problem for the future, Alex. Right now, we're all about having a good time. Fair enough. So, who's on the guest list for this shindig? Oh, you know, the usual suspects. A mix of friends, co-workers, and maybe a few unexpected guests. The more, the merrier. Any special someone you're hoping to impress at this party? Who knows, Ben? Maybe I'll meet my future soulmate on the dance floor. Or maybe I'll just embarrass myself trying to bust out some moves. Knowing you, it'll probably be a bit of both. But hey, that's what makes your parties so legendary. Damn right. So, are you in? It wouldn't be a party without my trusty wingman by my side. Wouldn't miss it for the world, Alex. Let's do this. But no crazy dance moves this time, okay? Fine, I'll tone it down. But only because you asked nicely. Now, let's get ready to party like it's 1999. Sounds like a plan. Just promise me one thing. No karaoke. We both know how that ends. Hey, my rendition of Living on a Prayer is a classic. But okay, no karaoke. I'll find some other way to entertain the masses. I have no doubt about that. Now, let's get this party started. Yeah, get ready, world. The party of the year is about to begin. I can't wait. Uh, where is that taxi? We've been waiting forever. Relax, Jack. It's only been 5 minutes. The taxi will be here soon. 5 minutes too long, if you ask me. I hate waiting. Why can't taxis be more punctual? Welcome to city life, Jack. Sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. Easy for you to say. You're like a Zen master when it comes to waiting. Meanwhile, I'm ready to tear my hair out. Maybe you should try some deep breathing exercises. Or better yet, distract yourself with something. Like counting how many pigeons are on that rooftop over there. Ha ha, very funny, Tom. You know I can't stand those flying rats. Suit yourself. But hey, why don't we make the most of this time? We could play a game or have a chat. Anything to pass the time. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Alright, how about a game of Would You Rather? I'll start. Would you rather spend a week in the jungle with no technology or a week in the Arctic with no warm clothing? Tough choice, but I think I'd go for the jungle. At least I could build a shelter and find food. Good choice. All right, my turn. Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible? Definitely fly. Imagine all the places you could go and the things you could see from up in the sky. True. Okay, one more. Would you rather have the ability to teleport anywhere instantly or be able to read minds? I think I'd choose teleportation. Think of all the time you'd save on commuting. Fair point. All right, looks like the taxi's finally here. Saved by the bell, huh? Indeed. See, Jack? Waiting isn't so bad when you have good company and a little bit of imagination. You're right, Tom. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Now let's get going before I start tapping my foot again. Lead the way, impatient one. Matt, I've got some incredible news to share with you. Oh, what's got you so pumped up, Chris? You remember that job interview I had last week? Well, I just got the call. I got the job. No way, Chris. That's fantastic news. Congratulations, man. Thanks, Matt. I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true. Tell me more about the job. What will you be doing? I'll be working as a digital marketing specialist for this up and coming tech company. They're doing some really cool stuff with AI and machine learning. That sounds like a perfect fit for you, Chris. You've always been passionate about technology and marketing. Exactly. And the best part is they're offering some amazing perks like flexible hours, remote work options, and even a gym membership. Sounds like you hit the jackpot, buddy. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Matt. I couldn't have done it without your support and encouragement. So, when do you start? Next Monday. I can't wait to dive in and start making a difference. It's going to be an exciting journey, Chris. I have no doubt you'll excel in your new role. You bet. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and show them what I'm made of. Just don't forget about us little people when you're rubbing elbows with the bigwigs. Never, Matt. You'll always be my number one hype man. And you'll always be my go-to guy for exciting news and adventure. Deal. Now, how about we celebrate this exciting news with some drinks tonight? Cheers to that, Chris. Here's to new beginnings and endless possibilities. Ah, the sweet smell of freshly brewed coffee. Nothing beats a coffee break, right, Tom? You know it, Jake. Though I have to admit, I'm more of a tea guy myself. Blasphemy. How can you resist the bold flavour and energising kick of a good cup of coffee? It's not that I don't appreciate coffee, Jake. It's just that tea has its own charm. Plus, it's a bit gentler on the stomach. Fair point. To each their own, I suppose. But tell me, Tom, have you ever tried a cold brew coffee? It's a game changer, I tell you. Cold brew, huh? I've heard of it, but I've never actually tried it. What's so special about it? Oh, where do I even begin? Cold brew coffee is brewed with cold water over an extended period, resulting in a smoother, less acidic taste. It's like the champagne of coffee, Tom. That does sound intriguing. Maybe I'll give it a shot next time. You won't regret it, my friend. Trust me, once you go cold brew, you never go back. You should be a spokesperson for cold brew coffee, Jake. You're really selling it. Maybe I missed my calling. But hey, speaking of coffee, have you heard about that new cafe that just opened up in the city? No, I haven't. What's so special about it? They roast their own beans in-house and offer a wide variety of specialty drinks. I've been dying to check it out. Sounds like my kind of place. We should go there for our next coffee break. Absolutely. Consider it a date, Tom. You won't be disappointed. It's a date, then. Now, enough about coffee. How's work been treating you lately? Don't even get me started, Tom. But hey, that's what coffee breaks are for, right? A chance to escape the chaos and enjoy a moment of peace. Couldn't have said it better myself, Jake. Here's to coffee breaks and good company. Mark, tonight's game night is going to be epic. I've got a new game that's sure to blow everyone's mind. Oh, really? What's the game called? It's called Galaxy Conquest. It's a strategy game where you build and expand your own interstellar empire. Think Risk meets Star Wars. Sounds intense. How long does it take to play? About 2 to 3 hours, give or take. But trust me, the time flies by. You'll be so immersed, you won't even notice. Well, as long as there's plenty of snacks and drinks, I'm in. Oh, I've got that covered. I picked up some craft beers, ordered a bunch of pizzas, and even made some of my famous nachos. You've really outdone yourself this time, David. Sounds like we're in for a great night. Absolutely. And I've invited a few more friends to join us. The more the merrier, right? Just as long as nobody's too competitive. Remember what happened last time? How could I forget? That was epic. But don't worry, I made sure to invite people who can handle a bit of friendly competition without flipping the board. Friendly competition coming from the guy who once threw a mini tantrum over losing a game of Monopoly. Hey, in my defense, you guys were ganging up on me. But seriously, I've mellowed out since then. We'll see about that. So, who else is coming tonight? Let's see. Sarah, Mike, and Jenna are definitely coming. And I think Paul might drop by if he finishes work early. That's a solid group. Should make for an interesting game. Exactly. Sarah's great at strategy games. Mike's a wild card. And Jenna's just in it for the fun. And Paul, well, he's always a good sport. Sounds like a perfect mix. I can't wait to see how Galaxy Conquest plays out. Me neither. I've been reading the rules and watching tutorials all week. I think I've got a pretty good grasp on the best strategies. Of course you have. Always the overachiever. Just don't expect us to go easy on you. Wouldn't have it any other way. Game nights are all about the thrill of the challenge. Here's to a great game night, then. May the best empire win. Hey, Ryan, do you have a minute? I need some help. Of course, James. What's up? It's about this big project at work. I'm completely swamped, and the deadline's looming over my head. I could really use some advice on how to manage it all. I get it. Work can be overwhelming. Tell me more about the project. What's got you so stressed? It's this new client proposal. It's massive. We're talking about market analysis, strategic planning, financial forecasting, the whole 9 yards. I've got the data, but I'm struggling to piece it all together in a coherent way. Sounds like you've got a lot on your plate. Have you tried breaking it down into smaller tasks? Sometimes that can make a huge project seem more manageable. I've thought about it, but every time I start, I get overwhelmed by the details. I'm not sure where to begin. Start with what you know best. What's the part of the project you're most comfortable with? Probably the market analysis. I've done that a lot before, so I know the ins and outs. Great. Focus on that first. Get the market analysis done and out of the way. Once you've got that, the rest will start to come together. It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation before you can put up the walls and roof. That makes sense. I've been trying to do everything at once, and it's just not working. And don't forget to delegate. You don't have to do everything yourself. Do you have a team you can rely on? I do, but I've been hesitant to offload too much onto them. Everyone's busy with their own tasks. Delegation isn't about dumping your work on others. It's about utilizing your team's strengths to get the job done efficiently. Trust them to handle parts of the project. You'll be surprised at how much they can contribute. You're right. I need to trust my team more. Maybe I've been trying to control too much. It's a common mistake. But remember, leadership is about guiding and supporting, not just doing everything yourself. Thanks, Ryan. This is really helpful. I feel a bit more confident about tackling this now. Anytime, James. You've got this. And if you ever need to brainstorm or vent, you know where to find me. I appreciate that. How about we grab a coffee sometime this week and catch up properly? Sounds like a plan. I'm always up for coffee. Let's make it happen. Hey, Dan, I've got a great idea for this weekend. How about we go for a picnic? A picnic, huh? That sounds nice. Where are you thinking of going? There's this beautiful park about an hour's drive from here, right by the lake. It's got great views, plenty of shade, and even some hiking trails. Sounds perfect. What time are you thinking? How about we leave around 10 a.m.? That way we can get there before it gets too crowded and have a full day to relax. Works for me. What should we bring? Well, I've got a cooler, so we can pack some sandwiches, fruits, and drinks. Maybe a few snacks too. And don't forget a blanket to sit on. I'll bring my portable grill. We can barbecue some hot dogs and burgers. What about activities? Anything planned? I was thinking we could bring a frisbee, maybe a football. And of course, we have to hike one of those trails. It's supposed to be really scenic. Sounds like a plan. I'll pack my hiking boots. Anything else we need? Sunscreen, definitely. And maybe some bug spray, just in case. Oh, and don't forget your camera. You'll want to capture those views. You know me well. I'll bring my good camera. This is starting to sound like an epic day. It's going to be awesome. We haven't had a proper picnic in ages. Just a day to relax, enjoy nature and hang out. I'm really looking forward to it. I could use a break from the usual weekend routine. Same here. Plus, it's a great way to disconnect for a bit. No phones, no emails, just good company and the great outdoors. Agreed. So, what's the plan for getting there? Are we carpooling? Yeah, let's carpool. I can drive. I'll swing by your place around 9:30 and we'll hit the road. Perfect. I'll be ready. This is going to be a great weekend, Mike. Definitely, Dan. I can't wait. Here's to an epic picnic adventure. To an epic picnic adventure. Well done for finishing the video. Let me know in the comments below. Say, hey James, I finished the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.